He's, man, he has hung in there with me for years, I have to say. He's like a brother to me. He's kind of almost like a twin. And he's one of those guys, everything I'm thinking, he knows exactly what I'm thinking. It drives me crazy, I gotta say, but would you please welcome me? Most of you probably don't know that my name's Phil Madeira. I'll say that. Just the label would want that of me. Let's back out some of them highs. What, Jordan? It was sounding good till you got up there. No, I'm just kidding. That note's bugging me right there. All right, that's better. The lows are a little bit low. And aren't they always? That's dropping a sand. The people don't want this. So what? Oh, I think it's coming from another tent. Hey, turn down the lows, man. You hear Steve all right over there?
Yeah.
Not like I had a plan, not like I saw the goal. You gotta whittle down to nothing before you'll ever be made whole. I've been carving, stripping back the bar, rounding off the edges of a jagged heart. I heard a different drum, I didn't have a choice. Either follow all the cattle, or you follow your own voice. I've been carving, stripping back the bar, rounding off the edges of a jagged heart. Make no apologies for moving mercy's way. And as you sculpt yourself, remember, no one else is yours to shake. I've been carving, stripping back the bar, the edges of a jagged heart. I've been carving, stripping back the bar, they said Phil Madeira and Friends, you know. I kept getting these emails, Phil Madeira and Friends. I mean, I burned every bridge. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And thought about having my kids sing with me or something, and they were said, Dad, we're not your friends. So, I'm kidding, honey. She's right out there. Where's Kate? Oh, there's Kate. Love my girls. Great kids. Well, I got a dear friend here, Mark Robertson. You know this guy. Anyway, we've been writing country songs together because the body of Christ hasn't really kept us alive, you know. So we started writing for rednecks, and it's gratifying. It is gratifying, but you tend to have to sing about kind of painful things that you're laughing at, you know. And I played this one. I don't know if I've told you this. I played this one night at a club called the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, Tennessee, and they own the place. This lady came up after me after I played it, and she said it made her cry because it was so much like her life. And I just couldn't wait to get away from her. So, God bless you, you know. Oh, that's so nice. Get me out of here. Somebody help me. Anyway, this is called, what's it called?
I would have left me too.
Of therapy to figure out that we didn't work. The shrink said something about being dysfunctional. It turns out I was just a jerk. You know, I worked on it, but I ain't changed a bit. I'm a lost cause no matter how you figure it. But just this once, I'm gonna buy your lunch and tell you something true. I would've left me too. I would've dropped it flat. I would've packed my bags and it'd be my hat. Wish I could say I'm sorry for all I put you through. But if it makes you feel better, I would've left me too.
My inner child, but I couldn't stand that kid. I took my inventory, the same old story. It didn't do the things I did, but in the court, my eyes were open wide. You know the truth can't hide. It's as close as I may get to my sense inside. But I'm honest enough to call my own bluff and show my hand to you.
I would've left me too. I would've dropped it flat. I would've packed my bags and it'd be my hat. Wish I could say I'm sorry, but I won't, for all I put you through. But if it makes you feel better, I would've left me too. You're better off, baby. At least you can leave. It's driving me crazy being stuck here with me. I would've left me too. I would've dropped me flat. I would've packed my bags. I could say I'm sorry for all I put you through. But if it makes you feel better, I would've left me too. If it makes you feel better, I would've left me too. Go buy his record, Just Train. He's also in that Ragamuffin band, but I think This Train's a lot cooler. Since I left the Ragamuffins. We're going to bring up Jeff Eldo.
I'm not this tall. I'm about this tall.
How are we doing on time? I don't know when I need to stop. So I just want to make room for the apostle that I follow. You know, we got into that shepherding thing, man. It's fantastic. I don't have to think anymore. It's awesome. We're going to do a song called Christmas this year. I don't know if my children's want to come up here and sing. You want to come up here, kids, and sing along with it? You want to get up here, children? This is your destiny, kids. Singing once a year. Actually, I still need a little less lows, unless it's just ruining their world out there and some teeny bit of highs in here. I learned that thing from Larry Norman. You know, you just keep humiliating the sound guy. Always admired that. This is Kate. This is Maddie. Yeah, I figure if Steve and Curtis Chapman can parade his kids around the doves, I can bring my kids up to Cornerstone. Go over to that mic, guys. Go over to this mic. She's saying, Mike who? I'm gonna get it. Every December, like moths to a flame, we used to drive north every year just the same. But we're sick of the traffic, so we're staying right here. And we ain't coming home for Christmas this year. Packages, sweaters, ski boots, and gloves. Packed to the gills till the car door won't shut. By the time we gassed up, we got no Yuletide cheer. So we ain't coming home for Christmas this year. Huh?
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
Okay, I admit it. It ain't just a drive. But by the time we get back here, we're barely alive. Cause sometimes vacations can summon old tears. And we ain't coming home for Christmas this year. Everybody.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
Don't worry, we'll call you. We'll put the kids on.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
Whatever it takes to strengthen our bonds.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
And in that sweet moment, we'll wish we were there. Still, we ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
Tell Santa to forward the gifts to our house.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
And maybe once in a decade, you ought to drive south.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
Don't worry, stay right here. Cause we ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
We ain't coming home for Christmas this year.
Don't be offended and don't be upset. I never intended to make you regret. Those wonderful moments, so special indeed. Still we ain't coming home for Christmas. Christmas this year. We ain't coming home for Christmas this year. We ain't coming home for Christmas this year. For Christmas this year. Getting that? I mean, I don't want him on that Paul Peterson show with celebrity kids. Whining about what it was, what a drag it was to play Leave It to Beaver. The weird thing about seeing them standing up there so stoically, I just saw a new side of them there, and usually it's like you can't shut them up, so. God knows I tried. I love my children, I love my wife, I'm grateful for the life God's given me, and I always feel sort of funny playing the tunes I play, man. I just play tunes I feel, a lot of them about having a beer with a friend, or people dying, or cars, or you name it. And once in a while, though, I think it's appropriate to just say I love Christ, and I'm thrilled that He's given me such dear friends. And Steve Hinwell is one of those people. In the mirror. Choking up, man. Choking up. Steve and I, we go to the same church, our families, and we go to this neat little church. And, I hate church. Anybody hate church? Anybody? I'm looking at the kids from my church. Okay, it's okay. But miraculously enough, we just happened into this little church. And it's kind of neat. There's this angel on the top called Maroney, and it's just. I'm kidding. Well, we love our church. We love it, and I'm just glad, man, because I hate church, and every Sunday I love going to this place. We get up, we say the nice scene creed, Hey, can you turn that down, whoever you are? Huh? We're gonna do a song. I love this. He's telling me the songs, and I'm thinking of ones that he hasn't said. This is Jeff Elbow. I gotta tell you about this. He comes up to me the other night when I was playing with Lost Dogs, and he's like, "Man, I love your record." And I said, "Really? What do you play?" He said, "Well, I play guitar, I play little bass, And I said, "Well, how much is a little? I need someone." Because they said Phil Madeira and friends, and all I've got is Steve. So he graciously learned all these tunes, and I think he's doing a really nice job, and it's really great for him.
Proud to be a friend.
This whole week he's been serving the choir all week. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you gotta love that, man. A lot of people here think they're gonna be stars, and he ain't one of those people. I appreciate that. This is a song I wrote in a pub. You didn't get the intent, I guess, but I think he did. I'm just saying, the servants are the ones that I want to see, man. Anyway, this is something I wrote. Good gosh, that's amazing. Let's just dance to this. Goodness gracious. Anyway, I'm losing me. This is something I wrote in a pub over in England. Just had some great fellowship with some people. Some of you have heard this song before at another Cornerstone. I figured they didn't kick me out for playing it then, so I'll do it again. But it's just about fellowship. It's called It'll Do For Now. If you catch on to the chorus, you know, after the 18th verse, go ahead now. Now and then, play guitar with my good friend Lynn. We do a show, then we take a bow. We spend a month living on the road, just to feel like we got a home. We hang our hats here, this is different now. Every traveler needs his rest, far beyond life's drought. This may not be heaven's best, it'll do for now. Just a pub full of local folks, they let us in on the local jokes. We're in England, living on a cloud. Paul's the one who runs this place, Jill's the one with the fairer face of an angel. This is different now. Every traveler needs his rest, far beyond life's drought. This may not be heaven's best, it'll do for now. Joan and Wendy, Ray and John, buying drinks for adopted sons, what mercy made ever flow. Singing songs with the wood thieves, the hand of love in a tattered sleeve. Jesus, this is due for now. Every traveler needs his rest, far beyond life's drought. This may not be heaven's best, it'll do for now. Just to feel like I belong satisfies the thirst I've known, cools the fever ever on my brow. Sometimes I get all choked up, say, Jill, could you fill my cup? Down I'll do for now. See if you can sing this. Every traveler needs his rest, far beyond life's drought. This may not be heaven's best, it'll do for now. I'm gonna do one more song, and then I'm gonna bring a beer from. But this is another one I wrote in that pub. Actually, most of them I wrote in that pub. Yeah, at least I could walk, right? But sometimes God brings us to strange places. You know, we get there and we think, Lord, what are you doing here? What's going on? Why are you tempting me? Get thee behind me, said. You know, we start thinking all this stuff. And anyway, back in '95, I just had really just gone through a tremendous time of soul search. And that first song I did for you today, Jagged Heart. That's a real meaningful song because it really talks about just the pain of stripping back. You know, I'm going to strip back my skin. And most of it's one time or other in our lives, we wind up having to do that, you know, and it's just, it ain't fun. My kids are going to correct my grammar later, but it ain't fun. And so in '96, I went over to England and I did this little tour with some guys named Phil and John, who just hilarious people. If you ever saw Kagi play in the early '90s, he had these two English guys opening for him, Phil and John, they just would kill him, you know, they were just great. I went on that tour, I was a broken man, I thought I was useless to God, I just felt bad. And we wound up staying in this little pub, 275-year-old pub in the middle of nowhere in England. Middle of nowhere being an awesome place at that time. And God just started using these people who weren't Christians, you know, they weren't religious types, thank God they weren't Pharisees, man. I'm not real crazy about that kind of, you know, person. And these people were just great, you know. You sing them a song, they maybe buy you a drink, or I'm not encouraging that, you know. I'm not saying I drank it, but somehow it was these people that were just like loving on me, you know. And it came to the point where at the end of a month of going out, you know, playing out at some gig out in Birmingham, then coming back to Derby every night, and going down to London, coming back. In the course of being a month with these people, God had given me so much through them, so much affirmation, so much something that I hadn't gotten from the church in a long time. That the time came for me to share my faith with them. I actually worked up the nerve to say, hey, look, here's the scoop. You know, this is what I believe. Don't hate me. And they did. And but anyway, one of the people that worked in the pub was telling me, you know, how she had terrible dreams every night. She'd wake up and the bedclothes would be all over the floor. And I finally said to her, look, you know, I don't know how else to say this, but if you would just say, Jesus, if you're real, just do this much. Just say, Jesus, if you're real, I need to know it. And so I wrote her this song. It's called For Love. And I'll close out my portion of this with this song. But you just never know who God's bringing in your path. And sometimes they're actually, you know, we Christians think we're more important to that person than they are to us because we can say them or something. Just ain't always that way. I gave you an earful, you listened as a friend. Saw each other through a lonely night. Talk of all the pain never seems to go away. We talked about the shadows and the light. Hardly ever say them, these personal beliefs. Sometimes I think they're better left unsaid. But if I got an answer for someone else's grief, well, who am I to hide it in my head? I will pray for you, though I'm not a righteous man. I will trust that someone's listening above. I will pray for you, I just hope you understand. Nothing is impossible impossible for love. Well, I wonder if you're sleeping or just waiting there awake. Perhaps you've kicked the bed close to the floor. In the quiet, love is speaking to your heart. For heaven's sake, there's no reason to be worried anymore. And I will pray for you, though I'm not a righteous man. I will trust that someone's listening above. I will pray for you, I just hope you understand. And nothing is impossible for love. Yeah, nothing. I will trust that someone's listening above. I will pray for you, I just hope you understand. Nothing is impossible for love. Nothing is impossible for love. Please give a hand to Jeff Eldo. Okay? You don't need to clap for Steve, he's sticking around, but Eldo's taking off.